Monsieur Gyöngyösi, vous avez la parole.
Thank you, Mr. President. I would also like to start off by complimenting the report. Thank you very much for an excellent report, which draws the attention to a very important issue of income inequalities in member states. It highlights the steps on the national level, national strategies which need to be taken to eliminate income inequalities. It very rightly stresses the importance of changes in the tax system, changes in the minimum wage levels, and in changes in laws regarding the labor market and trade unions, and in promoting small and medium-sized enterprises, family-owned businesses. But the national level, unfortunately, is not enough because we live in a globalized world. We live in open economies here in the European Union. We live on a common market where the economy is built on neoliberal economic grounds, especially since the Maastricht Agreement was adopted, with free movement of labor, with free movement of capital, and liberalization, decentralization, and privatization in every field. In Central and Eastern Europe, post-communist countries have adopted neoliberal recipes in order to move in transition and to close the gap between Central and Eastern Europe and Western European countries. And the national strategy was basically built on low corporate taxes, low wages, flexible labor laws in order to attract foreign direct investment. But this transition method, or this model for transition, has failed miserably with disastrous implications, whereby poverty is on the rise, income inequalities are on the rise, debt levels are on the rise, and there is mass migration to Western Europe from our region, from Central and Eastern Europe. In Hungary alone, over 600,000 people have left the country since we have joined the European Union, and mostly are young and most educated people. The EU has also a cohesion policy with the objective to close the gap between new member states and the old member states. Enormous funds have been spent on cohesion and on convergence, but this strategy has failed miserably, with no measurable targets, no responsibility taken at the EU level. And funds were not spent on education, on improving the human capital, but on infrastructural projects. And in my last seconds, I would like to draw the attention of the rapporteur to an initiative which has been kicked off in March in Central and Eastern Europe, where 8 countries have joined to initiate a European Citizens Initiative. 8 countries in our region have turned to the European Union to address the issue of income inequalities and address the issue of wage inequalities and ask the European Commission to initiate legal acts to change in this matter. And once again, I would like to thank you for an excellent report and for addressing this very, very important issue. Thank you.